But, you know what I mean, we're not going to make it a pedestal or whatever because, you know what I mean, money is the root of all evil. So definitely just, just using it as like a gateway,
Yeah, and picking up off of what he's saying, we all just push the mission of, again, accountability. And with that comes saving money, having money to invest in yourself. And we're all grown men. You know, there ain't no excuses after 18. Even then, before then, you know, with the situations and how we all came up upon ourselves. But speaking for the generality of the public that's around us, after 18, you should be able to, if you have a job or something, you should be able to keep money in your pocket. That's something my grandpa always told me. Every Friday, you should be able to have enough for you and a girl that you want to go out with to eat. For real.
Welcome to Underdog Talk. I'm your host, Eric Jones Jr., and I have conversations with successful underdogs. And today we have Stack Overshine. How is everyone doing today?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole world right now.
So, introduce yourselves individually for everyone.
We can start that way.
Well, I'm Keanu, the philosopher of the group.
I'm Devontae, the hustler.
And I'm Deshaun, the architect.
I need a fun fact out of you guys, each one.
A fun fact? Dang, that's true.
I can start. A fun fact about me is I'm heavily into reptiles. I love animals. I'm a huge animal person. Ask me pretty much anything and everything about a reptile, I got you.
Dang, I really don't know nothing about myself. No.
Man, fun fact about me, you can get your ass bust on the basketball court.
Oh, you talking to them? Oh, okay.
I'm talking to anybody that play if you can dribble, shoot, and play the sport of basketball, yeah. That part.
Okay.
Real fun fact.
I'll just read about anything random. Like my spare time to pull Wikipedia and just pick something to read about.
Definitely a huge read.
I like it. I'm trying to I always got to think of one for me. I've never bought a real pair of Jordans.
A real pair.
Yeah, so I've never. So all the Jordans that I had that was real, somebody else bought them, and I worked at Cedar Point. Didn't know they was fake until afterwards, but really didn't care because they was different colors. They was different,
Oh yeah, I had a fake pair of Griffeys back in what was that, 5th grade, 6th grade, I think it was. I remember Griffeys was the fake Griffey. Even if you had a hard fake colorway, as long as you rock it right,
it was just different colorways.
You ain't try to be the lead class clown in some flaming battles. You was rocking it right. You good.
What's flaming battles?
Oh man, that's when you ain't minding your business. It typically start when a dude try to argue with a woman or something in the classroom. You know how the bickering go.
Yeah.
And then, you feel me, next thing you know, dude talk about woman talk about dude. You wearing fake shoes. Now the whole class know.
Yeah.
You
feel me? It can go down with anybody.
I'm definitely with the jokes. I'm definitely one Yeah, that's crazy. I just didn't know what that meant. But yeah, so we all got a different fun fact. So y'all are a group. What made y'all start working together outside of, were y'all friends before this? Were y'all homies?
Sure.
Okay, so what made y'all decide, hey, let's start a business. Let's start something that can change not just our lives, but other people's lives?
Well, no, go ahead.
So, like, basically, you feel me? One, the backdrop of everything was after high school. High school didn't tell us the pandemic was right around the corner. We applied in 2018. So, us sitting there, we like, dang, something got to happen, First, it was me and Vontae trying to do something. Then Dub came back to the inclusion of the situation. Like, all right, let's make this happen. We came together, they presented me with the name. They said, we got this name for you. I'm like, what is it? They said Stack Overshine. Like, hell yeah, let's do it. Like, I was down for it. And with our brotherhood itself, we've been knowing each other since 4, 5. Me and Vontae met each other back in the ball. My cousins lived next door to him then. Dub came by the time we was 7 and 6, about 3rd grade. So this is 2005. So this is almost like 20 years of knowing each other for the most part.
Yeah, y'all make me feel old. Yeah, when you said high school and pandemic. Man, you made me feel old, but go ahead, keep going.
That's basically that's
it.
Yeah, just kind of took a turnpike, and then again, we all came to the conclusion just be accountable for one another. You know, like we meet up with Keanu and he's reading a book or something. All right, we're gonna hold it to you. You tell me you read a book. Next time I see you, tell me what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talking about Vontae and stuff. If you're a tattoo artist, you know, one week I see you got 3 tattoos, and next week you got your whole body tatted up. So it's just following up with what you telling the next person or each other what you gonna do, and just being accountable. So if we all can pull our resources together and use our intellect and all of that to our benefit, then we all can put it under one roof in one place. And that's where it was at when they brought me on in. It's that.
Realizing we can do that within each other, we just figure we can do it with other people too. Helping them out, bringing them resources they may need, or opening up doors they may not know they needed to step into.
So, what is Stack Overshine? What is the machine behind the name?
Man, just, you feel me? It's kind of just, we look at it as basically like you want to stack your, not even just your funds, but just your knowledge, your intellect, everything you got around you before you try to brag and boast about it. You see all these people on social media, they got 100,000 of fake money, you know what I mean? Or they flexing around somebody else's car or something like that, and just, you know what I mean, just stacking your knowledge, your funds as well. We're not going to always forget about that, but, you know what I mean, we're not going to make it a pedestal or whatever, because, you know what I mean, money is the root of all evil. So definitely just, just using it as like a gateway, just, yeah.
Yeah, and picking up off of what he's saying, we all just push the mission of, again, accountability. And with that comes saving money, having money to invest in yourself. And we're all grown men. You know, there ain't no excuses after 18. Even then, before then, you know, with the situations and how we all came up upon ourselves. But speaking for the generality of the public that's around us, after 18, you should be able to, if you have a job or something, you should be able to keep money in your pocket. That's something my grandpa always told me. Every Friday, you should be able to have enough for you and a girl that you want to go out with to eat. For real. So it's just building on my own principles and letting that clash with theirs. And we all came up the same way from the same neighborhood. We all started getting money, familiar with it around the same time, honestly. So taking all of those principles and then just putting it under one roof and knowing we're not the only ones trying to save money and do something with it. You know, a lot of people are around us misusing their money. Probably just lost it gambling the other night. Something of the sort. But whatever case or scenario, though, we're showing the other side of what you can utilize and working with people that are like-minded and family.
I want to add on that too. You feel me? Stacking resources, stacking knowledge, stacking money. Money's essentially a tool. I mean, a lot of people look at it might be the root of all evil, or it might be a symbol of greed to people, but like we were saying, a lot of people are front. McDonald's can make it seem like they got the best burger in the world, but we all know they don't. Burger King's better. But, so, you know, it's like at them car meets. A lot of people, they making payments on the Hellcats, but they try to have you believe they really got it like that.
Yeah.
They don't. So essentially, growing up, I never bragged. Well, essentially, we never bragged about nothing because we never had nothing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like we was humble that we understand what eating a last meal is. You feel me? Like, this can be the last meal to something else. While most people who we grew up with or went to school with, they came from the suburbias. So it was easy that their parents can buy them, like we were just saying, Jordans every other week, while I got the same Skechers that got holes in them now by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's all about your worth as well. You feel me? It doesn't matter how much money you make, it's about what you do with it. You know, like, you get a crackhead $1 million, you feel me? there ain't no sense of winning the lottery if you still got poor mentality. That's why they say with the lottery, people go back to their living standards within 2 years.
Yeah. So I love that because y'all all young. Y'all all under 25 and y'all have a different mentality than me and my homies when we was y'all age. We was in college cutting up. Some of us went to class. Some of us, we didn't go to class. We just was having fun. And we was getting money, but it wasn't saving the money. We weren't doing what we were supposed to. But just to hear y'all say that and to want to help y'all community, because y'all be everywhere. Y'all always either your own event or somebody else's event, and just being able to be in the room with people that are much older than you. How does that make y'all feel that y'all are able at a young age? Because I'm sure y'all know some young people y'all age that couldn't be in the rooms that y'all in. How does that feel to be able to be in the rooms and talk to the people that y'all talk to?
For me personally, I say great, because the thing with all three of us is we all reached a certain point of maturity that kind of differs from all of our personal circles. So it's like when we all come together, it's just like we're already at the height of our intellect. So it's just we can't allow ourselves to revert from that. And even then, it feels much more comfortable to be expressive and everything, because we know we in rooms where we're supposed to be. So if you're somewhere you ain't supposed to be or something, you always have to make sure you're watching this next person or anything of the sort. But when you become someone that people see something in, and as well, you begin to be around other people that you see something in as well, like-minded. So you treat yourself different. You treat the environment different. So it all trickles down to every small detail, to even how you wake up in the morning. So it really feels much more different. And that's what we're trying to spread and find more of and utilize with SOS, creating and amplifying that umbrella of this space to where you can actually be expressive, to where it could be utilized for a capitalistic standpoint, artistic standpoint, social, just however you go about it, but just knowing it's all the same mission is going to take investing in yourself. So that's my take on that.
Well, me, my bad, you want to go?
Go ahead, baby.
You know, on my percent of it, it's kind of like being an underdog, all pun intended. But so like, I like that it kind of shows the previous generation too that somebody down the line pass all the right stuff. You know, I know we have in these rooms, it's like a big age gap. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people to ask us, how old are y'all? 24. Back then, 23. And it shows like, nah, you feel me? I'm gonna get in this room because I'm dedicated to what I want. And like, you know, people met me and everything. Like, how I talk, they would assume that I went to college or I'm in school. It's like, nah, I read it in the book. You can ask them. I was saying that for a whole 2 years straight. How you know this? I read it in the book somewhere. Mm-hmm. And you know, so like things like that. And I devoted like a philosophy of being open minded. I'm open to everybody and learn from everybody. Regardless of like it or not, you know, you learn more from your enemy than your friend. So you know, that's how I navigated through like the business world, meeting people and everything. And I just sit back and see who can I do business with, who can I not, and learn how everybody moves and the stuff they do and how it all comes together.
Yeah, I just feel like it feels good to be in these rooms. I feel like you feel me, how you network can be your net worth. As we were just discussing yesterday, and also I feel like being too comfortable, it could be dangerous. It's not you feel me, good thing to be. I feel like us being in these rooms, a lot of them we be uncomfortable in, but it all makes sense to us at the end. You feel me? When we walk out of these rooms, the knowledge we get, the information we get, the networking we get, is just like the whole purpose of what we do. So it feels great to be able to be in these rooms. And like Keanu said, it's just like putting in the work to get into these rooms. A lot of these rooms, like he said, we ain't paying to get in these rooms or nothing like that. It's just through straight invites or whatever the case is. So it definitely feels good to be able to step into these rooms with a lot of these older folks and gain the knowledge, and us being so young and be able to put it to use at a young age and just watch it flourish, almost like them planting the seed in us and us just watering it, watching it grow.
Yeah, I like what you said. Being comfortable is dangerous because you get stuck in that mentality, or you don't want to. You just comfortable with going to a job that you complain about every day, or you doing something that you don't like, but you don't change it because you're so comfortable in that routine. So I like that answer. So, being friends for so long, and each person has their own different, talents. Cause I know I've had friends, we all, done stuff together, didn't really work out just because some of us are similar, or some of us didn't understand this is that person's role. This is that person's role. This is that person's role. So having a good team and knowing, what it takes to have a good team, what's each person's role on the team?
First of all, it's just, you feel me, being able to evaluate that, understanding like what he's good at, what I'm good at, what he's good at, and how can we apply that to what we try and do. We all got the same mission, but we all do it in different ways. How Keanu does his stuff is different than Dub's, and how Dub does it is different than me. But at the end of the day, we all create the same mission, and we all accomplish the same mission throughout how we do it. So just being able to, you feel me, recognize your strengths and your weaknesses and express that. And as friends, as brothers, all right, we're gonna put you here, we're gonna help you do this, you're gonna cover that in. I ain't really too good with the numbers, you're gonna handle that, because I know you're good with math. Maybe you good with the face card stuff. No, you control the internet stuff, and you be out more in public, and you make sure, you feel me, your face is out there representing the brand. That's why we call Dub the architect, because he's a lot of the infrastructure of things, putting the little nitty gritty things together and stuff like that. Feel me? All our names kind of, you feel me, speak for themselves. If you look at the name of the business, the names we branded ourselves with and stuff like that, it all just kind of like intertwines with who we are and how we work with each other, and how it all perfectly just makes it happen.
Facts. And building on top of that, it just get more into the detail side, like he explained, with Keanu being essentially much more communicative to the public, knowing how to be expressive and much more in your face digitally. So that's something he's much more of a strength at, more than me and Vontae. So if we have faith in him, all right, cool, this works. He gonna have, every now and then he probably might troll you, got you thinking he cut his hair or something, then don't cut his hair, things of that sort. But just keeping it fun, keeping it something where you need to make sure you're paying attention to. All right, well, I know how to set up meetings, I know how to make sure things of this sort, what the structure is, it's a lot of things that a Swiss Army knife essentially. So when navigating spaces that they may not be familiar with or something, with my experience, all right, just listen to me, y'all. This how it's gonna go. Say this, work it out like this how it'll go. So we trust him in that. And then with Vontae being the father, knowing how to make anything, he can squeeze $10 out of a penny, for real. So if this is a financial situation, we need to go about in a different manner or so. All right, cool. Trust me on this. I got y'all. This how it's gonna go. So utilizing that and then breaking it down again to the archetypes of our names that he bestowed upon us. So go ahead, go ahead.
So it's all about action. We ain't just fronting out on this and all that. I'm saying I'm the Don, the philosopher. I mean that. That's what it is. Same thing with them. So like the names, I called them the architects even like growing up. You feel me? The inner system, how things work and everything. All three of us, he's the first one who already went into the business world, went into the college to understand it more, how things work, to understand how the foundation needs to be there to make it happen. Then when Vontae and everything growing up, you feel me, it's like we said, he knows how to make a dollar with anything, or he's about to find a way, I'm about to sell you this. Like, you seen The Wolf on Wall Street? Sell me this pen.
Sell me this pen.
Exactly.
Facts.
So, like I said yesterday, this your first time meeting a man who caught a fish with a stick and a string. So it's like the hustler, that's what I call him. That's that inner spirit that you're going to get it, you feel me?
Make it happen.
While with me, the philosopher part, it's more so because how open I am to knowledge about things. And then the Don, it's more so a strength of force and leadership. I worked in management in the corporate world, and I essentially know how to organize people, understand people. I'm good on the philosophy of people a little bit, the psychology, like, watch how I can do this. And they didn't probably set it before. I'd probably set them up when they enter with somebody, I'm just not saying nothing. They're like, why you not saying nothing? I already made my decision, bro. He gonna fail with the 2 years. I'm done with it. Or just simply like, we know how to control a room. And like, cause one time me and Dub was out somewhere. Listen to politicians. Politicians lie all the time. And Doug was like, you know what? I'm so tired of this. Nah, just wait. So what are we waiting for? So watch this. My answer went on the board. The whole room went to storm off my question. And the politician's like, I think it's time for us to leave. The crowd was getting rowdy. But just understanding that's power. Your words mean something. Every great leader does that, and every bad leader. And a good example is between Hitler and Stalin a little bit. And this is why I say that, because everybody hated Stalin. So he ruled through everybody through fear. You said something, you disappeared. With Hitler, how he rose to power, they believe in everything he said. They were so oblivious to what they was really doing to people. And they was in disbelief when they found out what was really happening. But the fact that he did that with so much support, that shows like, nah, that's a leader, even though he's a terrible person. And it brings up like what is good and evil at this point with people. And another example would be like Pablo Escobar as well. He said either money or the bullet. But also you got to keep it in check, because fear eventually turns into hate. You can push somebody so long, but once they come against you, you feel me? Now that's your greatest enemy. So that's why, like, with being the philosopher thing, I just understand that with people, how they express, how they do business and everything, the things they do, pay attention to body language and everything. And like my father always told me, never repeat yourself. You say it once and let them just play on the things you said.
I love that. I love that y'all are very intellectual young men, because you don't always find that. I find myself, I laugh at myself when I say big words and words that I never use, and they go right in the sentence. So I just love being able to be around young black men that know how to talk and to express themselves in an intellectual way. And I liked all y'all answer, because y'all all understand yourself. That's about being on a team. I coach basketball, so it's like some people wonder why they on the bench. You don't got a role. You ain't done nothing. You ain't supporting the team and what you're good at. And people don't understand, like, to be successful, you have to have a team, but you have to know your role. Y'all understand he's the face. Yeah, you go out there, you do all that. We sit back and we do this. If y'all need to make a move, he making a move. So I love that everybody knows what they're doing. So
appreciate that.
No problem. So being in the community, doing community events, how did y'all first community event go that y'all ever threw?
So the first Juneteenth, this was when we had to start off like selling pallets, buying wholesale, we're selling them. Dub invited me to this business network, and I kind of like the feel of, every black business coming together with it. And I was like, why don't we just throw our own at this point for our age? And that's what happened. So it ended up being Juneteenth. That was the first year.
It literally was that the month right before Juneteenth became a national holiday.
Yeah.
That was what, 2020, right?
Yeah.
Because it was in February, because this was actually after the night.
No, it was Feb, but it was still that year.
I
It got
know it was that year, but I remember that day because this was before you didn't know, while we didn't talk in the meeting. You was
no.
So it was that month, and I was like, let's put this together. You feel me? So that first year all came together. Everybody came, people our age, is showing, nah, we all starting out and everything. We can do this too. I follow the Tupac philosophy that one nigga teach two teach three teach more, then four, they teach more. That's how you bring people together and everything. So that's like, it started. We was at Paul Russell Park with the grill going.
Man, that was my first time grilling. That was
It was a good event. It was a nice day. People popped up. My cousin Kiara, she put away her famous macaroni. We was chilling. And the biggest threat to us today was the weather. They said it's supposed to storm that day. It was like, oh my God.
We got blessed with a beautiful day.
We got blessed with it, and as soon as we had packed up and closed that day, an hour later, it wasn't even no light rain drizzle start. It was just boom, straight thunder, straight like that. So
that night off a success.
Yeah, for real.
That's good, because everybody's first events not always a hit. Some people first events be, my family came.
Oh yeah, for sure, and that's what it was for us. Essentially, we got family, but that's what it was essentially out there. Family, like the people that was out there at our first event. Anytime we got something now, we let them know every time. Like that's essentially the culture and stuff we building with SOS as well. Like once you got faith in yourself and you utilize our platform to show that we got faith in you too, because we doing our thing, we got faith in each other. We're not here for doing nothing for no reason. So it was a good turnout with our family there. And a couple of extra people, you feel me? And those people that were new to introduced to that, we also keep them around. So everyone from there, I say it was like a mean 35.
Yeah, it was like a barbecue. You said sometimes the first event on go, and our instance, the first event went great while the second one didn't.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because the second one kind of
propelled us forward.
It propelled us forward. Even though we was like, this is a terrible failure.
Because, I mean, it really wasn't a failure. It was just a big lesson, you know what I mean? You take what, you feel me, you can from each event and you build on that. Feel me? Some things might have not went good for this one. So we focus more on that one, on that little nitty-gritty things for this next event. It might have threw us off on the promotion side of things or whatever the case was. So, yeah, just taking each event and learning from and just taking them, you feel me, them learning moments and transferring them to, you feel me, something even greater the next time.
Facts.
One thing you said that was your first time on the grill. When you start your own thing, sometimes it's your first time doing something.
It's your first time doing something.
You got to do it because you might not have a budget to pay somebody, or somebody was supposed to show up and they didn't show up.
That
and
part.
You gotta just go and do what it is. And I think people don't realize, like, in business, you got to do everything that you want somebody else to do. You have to do it first,
right? Because
you got to know what's going on. Because somebody could come in, be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the videographer," and they put your stuff out, and it's like, "What the hell is this? This is not
exactly." And that's what helped build SOPs, standards of procedures. Because that's one thing. Like when he started out with, like, say a Instagram post or something. This the format. This is how we do it. Use this to intro. Use that to outro. Audio thing like that. All right, cool. That's the format. That's the cadence of SOS. This is how it's going to look. All right. This is the standard of procedure. So he's setting that for the next person. Say the next person we want to bring onto the team. All right. This is already a written out thing for you to know how to do. It should already look like this. So I shouldn't have to question you. That should be just the bottom line of it. The major work is what we building on. Exactly that. So yeah, that's facts. That's one thing we all, that's what we putting into our infrastructure for sure.
And it creates traditions. You know, every year somebody gives a speech at Juneteenth. Well, it's me who gives a speech. But you know, like the first year, you know, we can look back on how I was kind of nervous, like just saying whatever. The second year was not going to be a very exciting speech, but you know, deliver. Third one, yeah, this is us. We know what to do. We're about to talk. Everybody be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it creates that tradition. They know, oh, they about to do that every year. He's about to talk. He got the games lined up. They on the grill. And then it's quality too, because that's been one of the biggest takeaways. Who cooked the burgers? This is great.
Facts.
Shout out to my cousin Mike.
Shout out Mike, man. He saved me on the grill. And if you missed out on my limited time on the grill, sorry for you, because we got Mike now, and it's even better. You heard? For real.
That's what it be. That's what it be.
I love that. So talk about like the business aspect, because you said employee handbook, you said SOP. Like people don't know what that type of stuff is, because a lot of times people be like, oh, I got a business. They don't got an LLC. They just got motion. They might be selling something and getting some money, but they don't know how to do their taxes, stuff like that. So you ain't got to go deep into it, but just tell like some of the behind the scenes that y'all do with y'all business that could help somebody else with that don't know about that side of it.
I say first and foremost, falling the bump of your head, understanding how to get back on your feet. First of all, you know what I mean. You can never learn how to run until you walk. So. And within that, like I said, trip, fall, bump your head a couple times and learn. I think, like I said, just us working, researching, you know what I mean, getting our structure together before we even thought about an LLC or LP or whatever the case was, before we even thought about making a post or an Instagram and taking things serious. Just making sure your structure is all the way together. So you want to start a clothing brand, you know what I mean, making sure all your structure, your manufacturer, so you don't get your t-shirts from, how you gonna get them pressed, printed, embroidered, whatever the case is, and just then building on that and then making yourself comfortable enough to then take that next step. I thought you were about to say something, my bad.
Yeah, I thought he was too.
I go ahead. So on another business side, it's about the culture of your business too. Like with us, it's coordination and consistency. So, you know, we developed this culture around us. It has to hit. You feel me? It got to be better. Every time it has to be better. And, you know, he's an athlete. He's a father. I read and work out. So we all have that, we got to be better than next. So, you know, I call it raising the bar. And a lot of people don't understand it. Business, especially small business starting out, there's a lot of sacrifice you have to be willing to put in. You know, it takes money to make money. You got to put in to get back. You feel me? Everything's not going to fall on your lap. And then professionalism comes with that as well. Like we said, if you come late to the event and I pay you this and you expecting full payment, no, that's not happening. Then two, on the legal side of things, this is why most of us don't last long. You can't do certain things and don't think the law is not going to know. Like, we learn you got to have a permit here. Oh, you have a business? We need to have a tax on that. With you got to have a liquor license to be here. You got to do that. Like, a lot of people forget everything. They try to put everything together, but forget them simple things you need. And one thing I learned in business too, and one thing I learned in my business accelerator class, if people want it, they'll come to it. Exactly. If you want it, you'll do what you need to get it. But a lot of people sit with business, they just don't want to do the work. And they fall under this, oh, people support the popular. Nah, these people doing the work. Because I don't know these popular people in Indianapolis, everybody keeps coming up. It's an imaginary enemy that people believe is there. That's delusional. That's very delusional. But a lot of people just simply, they wanted to fall in their lap. When they be saying be a millionaire next year, that is the most delusional thing you can ever say. How you want to be a millionaire, but you can't even save $100.
Exactly.
How we started out, it was privy. It was supposed to be 10 of us. Everybody put in 300. That was an issue. Everybody talking about being a millionaire, but you can't do the most smallest.
So yeah,
of course, the small stuff, so the large stuff can matter.
Yeah, summarizing both of what they said, failing, investing in yourself, and building the right culture and really practicing what you trying to preach. You reading, you following up. Nothing happens from just watching everybody else talk about how to do business all day. It starts with coming to networking events. It starts with seeing things. You just have to start. You have to do something. So we all just take matter of doing something, and then we look at the people that's doing it to the highest to the degree, and then try to get in the same level and lane. And where can we align to put ourselves in that lane so we can make something shake from that? Because if they're reaping benefits from this, we have 3 heads here to put together. So we can benefit from something. We can make something happen. So all of those combined under one roof is just combustible for real. And then even then though, it's like a mini competition too, because it's like we all, like he just said, it's just like, oh, he made a nice little video. I gotta come and make a nice video. Oh, he wore a hard fit. He came dressed down today like how he did Suave today. Next time I pull up, I gotta come better. So it's just like keeping that all in one umbrella and making sure it's consistent.
Yeah.
It's healthy too though.
Yeah.
Especially the competition part, like the masquerade ball. That's probably one of the biggest things they got on. It's like, bro, what? Competition? That's how much spring suit? 400. You already won.
You won. Don't even sit here and try to.
Of doing that now?
You got it. You went there.
Or it be at times me and Bill will make reels. I be getting irritated at times. We both use the same audio. I'm like, yes, okay. So but that's a healthy. I want to see you better, not I want to like put you down. That's
exactly.
Like, keep me on my toes. It has to hit better.
Accountability.
And a lot of people they afraid of competition on that. They feel like, oh, this not that. Nah, this is business.
Yeah.
You feel me? This is what we do. I'm gonna give you props, but hey, I gotta get you back.
Yeah, because that's on a team. That's how you get better as a team. Is like in practice.
Iron sharpen iron.
Yeah. You killed me last practice. Oh, I got you back this practice. Like you going at each other to make each other better. So I love that part. But I love what he said about structure, because a lot of businesses don't have structure, or people don't have structure in their life. I'm one of the people still working on structure in your life, having a routine, having this day I do this day I do that. Because when you don't have structure, it's just a mess. You could be real busy, but you ain't being productive. I did this, I did that, I got this, but was you productive? Did you move the needle for your business or for your life? If you haven't done that, then you just doing a whole bunch of nothing. So I like that, and I like the competitiveness as a team. I'm asking these questions because when people watch it, I want them to understand how to work together. Because a lot of people have friends. I'm older than y'all, and I've had friends like 20 plus years. You get to a certain point and it's like y'all not friends no more. And don't have nothing. They didn't do nothing wrong to me. I didn't do nothing wrong to you. Life just happened. Like him having being a father. Sometimes the friends that don't have fathers be like, oh man, you got a kid. It just happens that way where life turns the needle. So I love what y'all got going on because a lot of people don't last, especially in business. When it comes to working with your friends, it's like egos get involved, and it don't seem like just even talking to y'all, like y'all don't have no type of ego towards working with each other or working out in the community. So what are some of the things that you guys have done or got in store for the community? Because I know y'all far east side. I was a west sider. Now I live on the south side, but
how you double bump? How you hit the rim twice?
So look, when I first moved here, I lived with my cousins, and I lived in Greenfield. Then I lived in McCorricksville, and I would be out east, and I'm like, nah, this just ain't it. And west side made me feel more like how I grew up at home. So that's just a little more not ghetto.
East side was you at?
I was out here, like far east side, like, cause think about where McCorricksville at, like to come, to come in
straight to the chest, didn't it?
Yeah.
So,
like
I see why West Side got people that got money. That's why he said it like that, guys. He said he was out there in McCordsville, and he didn't like the East Side, West Side.
One of the reasons
niggas and money, I can deal with that.
One of the reasons the barbers they couldn't, because I have a unique hairline. So
man, who you telling?
And if you can't get I give you 2 shots. Cause the first time I might have had a fro.
I do got a fresh cut though. Let me.
But no, see your line is cool. Mine is it's a lot going on. That's why I keep a hat on. But they messed my haircut up. So I'm like, nah, I'm good on that. I mean, I mess with the East Side women, but I don't know. It's a different feel. Yeah. But I mess my team. We out east, So I mess with the East Side to a certain degree. But yeah. But what do y'all got? Like, what are some of the things that people that maybe never saw y'all, heard of y'all have done in the community, and what are some of the things that y'all got coming up? Because the summer about to come up, so I know y'all outside.
Well, yeah. First, let me tell them real quick. First off, we gonna be making sure we support everybody that's around us. Like, if they got something going, anything, we're making sure we're there for them first and foremost. And shout out to the Shiner Army. But yeah, we just making sure we there for the people around for that. And then following that, we want to get everybody in the knowing about poetic justice. So say you say you coach your son's basketball team. Say you get 12 your whole 12 in the room, and they're all young men, and then you put on a movie like not Fruitvale Station. That'd be very much deep for them. But say you just put on Menace to Society, and then they all will have their own interpretation of it, and then they'll all speak into what they pulled from it and be able to talk about it. So we'll be in a room where you will be able to, your son will be able to talk and see what he said on it. He'll be able to describe what his interpretation on it, and then we're trying to collide that message and mission, because typically around out east, a lot of people just don't have someone to talk to about what they're getting around. And if they only have someone listening to them in the left side of their brain where it's just not as positive as the other side, you gotta outweigh the negative. So if we can get all of these people in one room to genuinely pull a conversation about the art, things of music, poems, movies, all of those type of things, and just have a conversation and centralize it in one place, and we can grow that message and amplify it around and make sure people are becoming aware of what they're pulling from that. And then following that, this May, we're going to be involved with the Learning Tree. Shout out brother Diamond. They're hosting a 3-day conference called the Common Ground Gathering. So it's going to be kind of a pinpoint station. Indiana is the crossroads of America, so we're going to be at the AMP, I believe, where we're going to be able to have our own section dedicated with Stack Overshine. So we're going to have people out there, and we're going to bring the Naptown Renaissance to the people under that roof with the Common Ground Gathering, where people nationally across the city, Kentucky, New York, Texas, Oregon, wherever, these people you'll never know. So you'll never know who will be interested in your mission or your brand or in you. So we're going to be involved with that and trying to get the people out east in there to also amplify their platform and do the same. So that's first on that end.
We got a bunch of events which we're gonna host this month, or not even just this month, but this whole year, definitely with the summer coming up. Our most upcoming event is going to be a Sip and Paint, March 30th. So y'all tune in. Stack Overshine on Instagram. Tune in and check out the details for that for sure. Sip and Paint, March 30th. We're going to host a lot more events throughout the month. Be a part of events, promoting people's events, and just trying to, again, network with people. Just trying to tune in and tap into the business world, into the youth, the older heads, and just, you feel me, acquire as much knowledge as we can and spread that out through everybody for real.
And biggest one this summer is Juneteenth. Obviously,
Yep.
That's our Super Bowl WrestleMania of everything. Then we're also with our individual projects too, showing that it all falls under the SOS umbrella. Like I just finished my memoir recently because for the Far East, I want to show like younger people, older people that I walk up and down Post Road. Inspire people as well. And my brother, he got his products now. Smokers, you feel me?
I got lighters and incense.
So, we got
Sure.
we got things on the way, you feel me, just to show that it's not more so a group of a collective of individuals, almost like a business fraternity to a thing. Like we said with the Shana Army. Our people through them, we just congregate like a tribe of people as well in business. Like we all together. Because that's one thing the Black community lacks is protection with each other, especially in smaller business. Because every ethnic group has that but us. So we send that tone starting off from the Far East, this is where we're from, and the culture is we kind of isolate from the rest of the city. I know you're a little West Side, y'all have that little Riverside thing and all. We have our Dewberry, we just don't be screaming about it. Because you realize that's why we don't get shut down like y'all do. Y'all post on social media and now I see it's 5-0. I gotta go.
Flat.
We're not gonna do the East Side West Side thing here, buddy. Cause y'all,
It ain't no thing.
Yeah,
It ain't no
it's
thing
three of
between
y'all.
it.
Is one of me, and I'm not originally from now. I'm from Michigan City, but just as an
all
adult.
right. Okay, let's exclude you then.
Yeah,
That's way to
I ain't grow up-
exclude
I
out of
ain't
that
grow
one.
up
That
here.
was a smooth Euro stuff.
So it's a constant. We got a battle with him every time.
that's where I just moved from is Hallville, and I don't. No, it wasn't. I did because I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, Wes.
Shout out Harville those.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah, I love that y'all got different events, but I love what you said. Y'all got your own stuff too, because sometimes you work with other people and you forget what you want to do or your purpose of your individualness. So I love that y'all said that. I got a question for you. Being in business and being a father, how do you make that work? Being a young father too.
Just building that routine, building that. I'm already spending 8-9 hours at my job. Come home and spend about 2-3 with the kids before I get them in bed. And that little hour, maybe hour and a half I get before I doze off, I really just sacrifice that to the business, to myself. I just intermingle the two, and I just understand that right now I'm making these sacrifices for the greater good. So right now I might be clocking in for the next person, but in a year, 2 years, hopefully I'll be clocking in on myself. So that's really what I do. That's how I do it. I make it work. I just understand the sacrifices that come with this and just try to use them to my favor. Like I said, take that hour and a half and use it wisely. Really put in the effort, the research to do what I got to do. We got an event coming up. I need to get the location. I need to get this, that, the tickets. Utilizing that hour and a half I got throughout the whole 6 days of the week, 7 days out of the week. So, I got a couple of them half hours, hour and a halves, but yeah, just utilize them times wisely and just understanding like balance, routine, and structure, and just and sacrifice for real.
That's dope that you got that already in your arsenal, because being a dad is hard as heck. Being a parent is hard as heck, so I don't want to just say dads, but being a parent and then trying to have your own thing and then having a job, like it'd be like, it'd be stressful because you don't want to, because sometimes you got to let your kids down because you might not have it or you can't do it because you got an event or something of that sort. So I definitely understand the sacrifice and like kind of letting your kids know like, hey, right now we might not be able to do this, but hey, our time is coming. Just let me do this work here.
One less extra gift for Christmas this year, but next year you're gonna get about 10 extra.
Yep, and it's dope being a parent. Like when you do stuff, like I just dropped a book, and my son was like, "I want one." Like, dang, bro, you ain't gonna buy it. You ain't gonna. He just said, "I want one." So it's like, all right, I gotta get you one. But he's excited because he can say his dad wrote a book, or different stuff like that. So it's just good to be able to see a young dad, because I don't know you like that, but knowing like the people that I know and just seeing somebody else being a good father, because they try to have that as we not good fathers or we not there for our kids. But I think without dads, a lot of kids go the wrong route. So dads are very important. And Father's Day is coming up too. I know Mother's Day, but we gonna Father's Day. Don't forget that it's in June too.
It's an equal standard.
Yeah, no, it ain't, because like if you notice, when Mother's Day come, they got everything. Father's Day come,
it needs to be treated equal standard.
Valentine's and Sweden's Day. They don't care about They don't even know what Sweden's Day. What's that? That's we don't nothing for us.
That's why black men gotta keep each other uplifted every time we see each other though. That's one real thing we keep with our group, like our mental health and things of that sort. Like we don't play that. Like a lot of what Keanu was going through recently, he much more brave than I am, honestly, with sharing it with the world. But that's one thing we all keep with each other, talking, communicating, uplifting each other. Hey bro, you smooth today, you doing your thing. You know what I'm just saying? Like just constantly like speaking life into each other, because we real life that's all, you feel me, it's all within us and each other to support each other.
Yeah, I love that, because that's needed with men, because it be times where I be in the crib, be like crying or like, dang, who can I call? And it's like, sometimes you don't have those people to call to where they understand, because you can call some of your homies, but they don't understand. I'm working a job, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like I feel like the world is on my show, against me or whatever. And you can talk to somebody that's doing the same thing, because they understand. It's like I joined Anthony Murdoch's mastermind cohort, and it's like when you go there and we talk on Tuesday and somebody said something, or somebody, it's like, dang, okay, I ain't the only person that feel like that. Or oh, that's how you got through that? Good. I can utilize that tool to help me. But it's very important to have friends to be able to talk to, because it's some men like myself, you don't have that connection with men that look like me or that's doing what I'm doing. Like you got the online stuff, but sometimes you don't have that. I can call you anytime and be like, hey bro, I need to talk. Yeah.
Right, that connection.
To add on to what he was saying about me and everything, that's why I kind of went against this fake positivity that everybody try to sell on social media. You feel me? Because my mentor told me, he was like, I'm surprised that you ain't broke yet. And that's a big thing for me, because a lot of people ask me, how do you get through this? And I'll be like, I can't even tell you myself. You feel me? Like, from my mother passing, friends passing, everything, I learned to control my emotions, but that's where reading came from. Reading calms your nerves and stuff. I'm reading about how to redirect my energy. Now I found out how to redirect it. Even to my stress, I go to the gym. But you put more strength when you angry in situations. So, like, I try to do that when I understand people. That's why I kind of been against this whole people, oh, God's got you, this and all that, whatever, it's going to be good. No, it's not. It's not. I read the Bible. God destroys cities. This is part of life, To be one with yourself, you're going to have a bad side. Then you have a good side.
You gotta take everything that come with it. You can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose.
It's part of life. It's the same journey. People try to, be on here. Oh, this positivity. We're gonna make way. No, it's not, bro. This is not happening, because you saying that there, but they go to them other third world countries where they have nothing, but they still find a way to get through the day. So that was the reason when I wrote my memoir, just to help people see my journey through things. And, from early reviews and from my brother read it or my mentor read it, it was like, it's gray. What does that mean, bro? Like, one review like Doug gave me on it is like, you seen The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
How he was saying, how that movie just starts off. Nah, this is what it is. Ain't no, once upon a time on the far east side. Nah, it's boom, we here with it. This is what it is. So I want everybody to understand, that's reality, but it's okay to get through this. We ain't gotta go to social media and talk about this. There's a lot of things you don't need to talk about social media. People they want to understand why Jay-Z and Beyonce together. Like, yeah, he cheated on her, but they didn't go to social media.
Nobody knew that until they put it in a song.
Exactly. The only thing we got from that is when Solange knocked him on the elevator.
They profited off their pain, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. But like they said, though, it was a therapy session for them. Beyonce said that, but that was us the first time we saw Jay-Z being vulnerable on one of his albums. Like, fully, like he actually talking about something different in 20 years.
Yeah.
So when I try to explain that to people, it's okay to be vulnerable. But there's healthy ways to be vulnerable and there's negative ways to be vulnerable. And now when you start seeing somebody who goes or something, it's times that I couldn't come to them and talk about situations and they know they couldn't too. And you learn how to deal with that with certain people. And if we in the room with certain people like that, you can grow from that. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I like.
And you can ask both of them right now. Like, you get one bogus ass excuse between us three, like to miss a phone call or a day in between that. But you don't follow up the next day or so. All right, what's going on? All right, you good? What's this or that? But we stay tapped in with one another. Even then, it's never about the business side of it. It's never that. Like, we're just genuinely professing ourselves and doing our thing. But it's just we communicate. So talking and getting through that and all making sure it happens with a conversation. That's where it starts.
Yeah. And like you said, people get online and make it like everything cute. Most of my videos that I make, I be talking to myself or it's something that I just dealt with that I had to tell myself. It's been times where I made a video that day and a situation happened and I was like, you just made a video about this, so you can't act the way you act. So people try to get on there and make it cute, but I think vulnerability is what got me to where I'm at, being vulnerable to the most degree. I don't tell everybody about because I be in pain every day because I have nerve issues because of the way my arms are. But I don't go and be like, oh my gosh, I can't go to work today. I can't go hoop. I can't go to practice with the kids. My shoulder hurt. They gonna be like, and? Like, there's no excuses. So, stop trying to make it seem like everything pretty. It ain't pretty because you could be up one day and you could be down the next day. And like you said, in the Bible, is all different kinds of stuff that happened, but a lot of it was ugly before it got pretty, or it was somebody staying in character of who they really are when it was good days, bad days, and uglier days. Because if you are who you are, you're going to get through whatever it is because you've already got through it. People don't realize you went through adversity. I'm sure all four of us then went through some adversity that we shouldn't be here right now. So when a little adversity come up to us on Tuesday or Wednesday this week, it's like, oh, that ain't nothing. I done been through worse. And people don't look at that like that in life. Like, I done already been through hell before. This ain't nothing. Like, no matter where you are, no matter how much your bank account say, something gonna happen. A family member gonna pass away. You might get sick, get in an accident, but are you gonna still be that same person that you said you was when everything was peaches and cream?
Exactly. You live every day like it's your last day.
That's real.
Too. I've been through hell. I'm expecting heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. And it'd be so crazy, like when you come from, I ain't gonna say nothing because my mama cussed me out because we wasn't poor. We was on the middle class, but the lower middle class. So when you don't really,
poor. You say you went from a Coresville, then out west.
That was grown. I stayed with my cousins. My cousins had that money. He was IT, and he had the money. I didn't have no money, but just growing up and not having a lot, and then doing different stuff that you do now in life, like throwing events or coming up with a book or having a clothing line or having a business. It's like, wow, I'm really doing this, but it's like I can't stop. It could be cool to say that y'all got a business, y'all got y'all hoodies and all that, and that's cool, but it's like, okay, what would be the point of that? So kids and other people, not even just kids, young, older people see what y'all doing and follow suit to what y'all doing because y'all got something brewing. Just by talking to y'all and having conversation, I can tell that y'all can be in any room, no matter if you from the far east side of Indianapolis or if you got tats or if you look a certain way or if you cuss or whatever. I can see that y'all gonna belong in whatever room that y'all in. So no problem.
Can't take that lightly. For real.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I work with a lot of young, like what you were saying with the movie part. That's needed. That's needed with younger generation, because I work in school, and the middle school and high schoolers, them little I'm sorry to say, them little motherfuckers is disrespectful.
Hey,
like disrespectful
man.
to the T. Where as a grown person, you have to really tap into Jesus, not to want to knock them out, because that's how disrespectful they are. But someone like me, I can understand why y'all feel the way y'all feel or what y'all going through, but they just need an outlet to be able to talk and be able to watch a movie or look at something and be like, I look at it this way or I look at it that way, so they can see the world is about different perspectives and not just your hood perspective or because your mama said it or because your granny said it. Because sometimes you listen to your family and your family ain't went nowhere, so guess where you going?
And even then, your mama tell you growing up, hey, don't speak unless spoken to. And that already then starts a little bit of, especially with the black men, like a little bit of insecurity and talking out and actually expressing what you want to say, just starting to speak out because you feel like you're not heard. So a lot of that is going on right now where all of these, and I can see like on the playing field, and that's why I'm praying for Keanu, because the dating scene now is horrendous because insecurity and vulnerability in these things are, insecurity is at an all-time high, vulnerability is at an all-time low. People aren't being real, things aren't being portrayed how they said, and then everyone has to talk, no one's listening. So that means everyone feel like they aren't heard. So now everyone needs to continue to make sure once they say something, the next person scream it. So a lot of these kids see that, and unfortunately they can utilize us, and we are only 24, but the generations is coming quicker. They following a little bit faster now these days, but you know, that's just what it is, and we gotta take on what it is now and build from that. So these kids feel like that. We was all sitting down somewhere cussing earlier than we should, honestly, but doing what we shouldn't have. But it all starts somewhere with older people like us, the age in front of them that makes something happen. So we set an example and being who we profess ourselves to be, then if they under us, then we'll be setting that example of conversation, and this is how you can align, and actually this is the result of your voice being heard.
I feel like you got something to say to what he said.
But this is part of it, though. Be concerned for each other. You feel me? So, like, back when we were saying, like, the parents and everything, they want to blame the generation and everything, but you got to look at who raised us. You know? And what he said, it ain't just us, it's older men who act childish.
Yeah.
Events we both been to, like, look, they almost brought the whole inner hood out of me because you think because I'm young, whatever, you know, people, I've been in the military. What you gonna do if I just pull this out and shoot you? What, that doesn't mean nothing to me.
Man, go back though to make an example. What you said, we were at that one event with the we were just playing pool on the casual side and a networking event. And we're just playing pool though. This is just a social hour within the mix of the event. OG over there, he got the stick. I'm playing. It's his turn. I already done broke. Next thing you know, we get a few balls in the game. I'm feeling myself. All right, cool. Hey, this one, next one down. He possibly had one too much that night, but it was a networking mixer, you know, just still keeping it casual and cool. But man, when he dropped his firearm, we gotta say that stuff, you know. But he dropped his firearm, and then it just kind of intensified the night forward from that, because it was just, this wasn't no regular pool game to you. You wanted to set a standard of degree of, like, lay the law or something. Like, I'm just playing pool on a casual. So and then he told me I was cheating at the game. Yeah, you got it, man. I was. You right. I'm done, huh? Yeah. Sticks up. You got it.
That's what a lot of be though. Like, you feel me? With the others at times, it's how they proceed. And bro, I hate this. I try to teach my female friends this. A lot of men would say a lot of bullshit just to impress women. Like this old dude one time, we was at this little Christmas party. He sat here, got to talk about this new generation. They don't do nothing open stuff for women and everything like that. I'm just like, nigga, what, bro? Be quiet, please. He trying to flirt with the girl across me. Are y'all together? Nah, we business partners, bro. We don't. What are you doing? I'm just saying everything, whatever, bro. You was born in 92. I'm 99. I'm pretty sure we ain't that far off from the same people raised us. And then it's like you try to blame them, but y'all supposed to be the ones who raised them kids coming up, you feel me? And then to the youngest, I'm gonna just be clear, we've been there and done that. There ain't no more entry level to this street stuff no more. You feel me? It's either you stop or you die. That's what it is. You either be Be in jail, though. That's real.
Yeah.
But that's what comes with growing up, you feel me? We don't grow up with resources around us that lawyers and bankers walking around us. We grow up with drug dealers and killers. But we identify at a young age that this ain't the way. And then people got this false mentality what a street nigga is. Now, a real street nigga will tell you, nah, you keep them out of that. You go to school, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But the principles and rules have fallen apart. You know, like we was raised by OGs. They raised by IG. That's the difference in the two. You know what I mean?
That's a bar. So you said a lot of stuff, but I gotta backtrack. What do y'all consider old? What age are y'all saying old? Because I'm a little old. I'm older than y'all, and 92 and 99 is definitely different, sir. Definitely,
I'm gonna go
definitely different. No, it's a big age difference of how you grew up. You grew up in 2000s. In 92, you got 8 years of.
I grew up in 2000s with 90s culture. See, in 2005 is the draw point out. We can go all day.
I don't know.
I said 2010 is the draw point. I'm gonna go to say an OG. You 40.
Okay.
40.
Okay.
I even go 38 minimum.
Oh my God.
36.
No, don't do
I'm gonna
that.
have to go, and that's only because if you can accredit to remembering seeing Michael Jordan play basketball with great memory, so and if you can keep telling me about stores and stuff around the city that was here before I was born, and if you like bulky jeans that's bigger than your shoes,
Okay.
You can tell where you was with 9/11. You old.
facts.
I was in 10th grade and in the class. Yeah, at that time.
10th grade, 9/11. Wow.
I'm certain.
I remember, when that happened, my mom, because
Crazy.
Chicago is right by Michigan City, so they was like, Chicago the next. My mom came and got us out of school. We didn't know what was about to happen next. So they about to attack Chicago. We could be hit. It was crazy. But so I guess I would be considered OG because I'm in that age range, 38 to 40. I'm not gonna say my age, but I'm in there. But I feel like J. Cole, that middle child song, like to certain people. I'm an old head, to the older generation, I'm still young. And with that, it's an advantage because I can go and ask the old head questions or present myself to them and ask them, because they don't like to listen. Like that older generation than me, like you go to them, they think they know it all. It's like, come on, man. Like times is different. Oh, well, back in my day, we didn't have to. It ain't back in your day. You can't even say back in your day because, oh, we was outside. Yeah, we was outside, but it's not safe for our kids to be outside. It's too many predators. It's people snatching kids up. I wouldn't want my kids
out here
to be
nowadays.
outside just hanging out without me dang near in the window every 10 minutes, or it's some older kids, or it's enough kids to protect themselves, because times is different. So we can't always say be stuck in the old days. It's like the old hoopers. Oh, well, they can't hoop back in the 90s. Yes, they could, because they probably can hoop. They don't have to hand check. It's like,
And the game was made to evolve.
yeah, everything is meant to evolve. Think of I was born when there was no internet. Then internet came. I remember internet when it first came. Like if somebody called your house, it was done for you. It was over with. Like if you on the internet, you watching a movie, whatever you doing on the internet, somebody call your house, it's over with. Now to think about where technology is and what is it doing, like we can't be stuck in back in the days. But yeah, I just don't like how older generation than me, my mom generation, that generation think like they just know it all. If y'all knew it all, y'all be in a better position. Y'all wouldn't be 60, 70 still having to go to work.
Man,
Exactly. And it kind of goes back to that same night we was playing pool. Another older gentleman, he told us how the difference in his generation and ours, how we got access to information now. That they
Yeah.
How back then, if the parents said that's what happened, that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't no mass. Man, that didn't happen. We could just put this up by phone real quick. But they don't sue us because some people still don't do it this generation. But have you heard the 3-generation rule?
Mm-mm.
So like that's how it usually goes. How they older heads say we complain about everything, but they did the same thing when they was in their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
first generation build it,
that they build it.
second generation preserve it.
The middle preserver, they become conservative. By the time you're old, you're conservative to it. But your grandkids, they come with their own flow.
And they flush it.
You don't fight change, you feel me? And you know, a lot of people, especially black people, they be saying the dumbest stuff. Like, I have one friend, you know, segregation, we should have kept it. Explain to me why we should have kept that. Financially, yeah, but that's cool. But at the same time, we couldn't go to that side of town without being lynched.
Yeah.
Like, they be forgetting them aspects, or them people, they be saying, oh, I would say I would have run. You can't say that because you ain't never been no slave.
Yeah.
You know,
bright skinned sons wouldn't even be here.
exactly. Look, we would have been, you see how like we are, but we still get that till this day.
I'm full-blood Negro.
like till this day, we still be getting it. Like back in middle school, because we was lighter than average. Man, you light skin, whatever. Like we thought he was Arab the first time we met him, but I didn't learn until like I moved to Georgia. Whew. They let me have it. Hey, bro, you mixed with something? Nah, you must be something, bro. I'm just black.
Yeah.
Plantation made. Ain't nothing else with it.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So it's like a lot of them things people be forgetting in the past. Like, nah, it's a reason why we don't do that still.
Yeah.
Now to connect with you say you grew up in the internet. We did too. We part of the same age group, bro.
Yeah, we grew up with the dependence of the internet.
No, we are definitely, me and you are not in the
He
same
seen what
age
life
group.
was before internet.
I was
We
born in
grew
the
up
80s.
With the OG.
You are not
Don't try to
nowhere
not
close.
take out the OG.
No, bro. We are definitely not
I
close.
don't make fun, but you know what's funny though? We're closer to the year 2050 than 1990.
Wake
Let
up.
that sit on you on that one.
Wake up.
Okay, whatever you got going. So, y'all could do it individually. Y'all could each pick a step, but give a step to younger generation how they can work with their friends and be successful.
Identifying strengths and weaknesses and utilizing them to your advantage and not your weakness.
With me, I'm gonna say playing all the way to the end. You feel me? Instant gratification and stagnation is not good. You're always gonna learn more. What does a flower do when it stops growing? It dies. So a lot of people do that. Like you go in and sacrifice, you see it all the way to the end.
I say show one another you serious, because then that first time you show someone you serious, upon that it starts to build accountability. So get into a point where you can get to a routine quick and find out what you good at that people are interested in. So sometimes people gonna keep asking you, hey man, you still drawing? You still every time you hear that question, yeah, I'm still doing that. Next time you talk to them, okay, next time you talk to your brother and them, hey, they asking me about this and that. We can do this or that. Exactly that. So it starts to build routine and get a foundation to build upon so you can get into a position where you can be held accountable.
That I love all three of them, but what you just said about being serious, because a lot of people talk, they see you, oh, you started this, let me help you with this, and after they see what the work consists of, they don't want to. Oh man, I didn't know what was going on.
Oh man,
but yeah, that's very important to all three of them. So I need a quote from all three of y'all, because I always ask my guests for a quote. I need an underdog quote.
I'm thinking, you go first.
Y'all can take y'all time, whatever y'all need to do.
I want to say a quick one. I just heard this at the barbershop yesterday, man. Shout out Unc at the barbershop. I ain't even never heard this in my life, but this one I was like, this is hard. He was like, a lot of y'all niggas outcome is no income. That one was, you feel me? That one, I'm like, man, if I had to put a finger on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that really is separate. Okay, this person outcome looks like this person, you know what I'm saying? So just make sure you separate yourself so your outcome doesn't look like no income. For real.
Yeah, that definitely was an old head talk.
Man, I was in the barbershop, that hit me. I'm like, don't let me, yeah.
I was we was doing the podcast yesterday, Shout Desire. They told me your network is your net worth. You know what I mean? It just really resembled it for me in reflection of our business and what we stand for, what we trying to promote, what we trying to teach. Again, just showing how much networking can do for you, how much of an advantage it can give you in your business or your art or your carpentry skills or whatever the hell it is you want to do in life, and just understanding, like, you feel me? You talk to the right people, you can get put in the right positions. But when you sit in a room and you just not, you feel me? You standing in the corner not saying nothing, you ain't going to learn nothing.
Facts.
Knowledge is power, but character is everything.
I like that.
Smooth.
I like that. That's what the sermon I listened to earlier was about, staying true to your character. Like, no matter what's going on, no matter what life bring that day, you got to stay to who you are. So I love all three of those. I appreciate y'all, man. This is a a good conversation because not saying that none of my other guests, but just knowing how young y'all are, and each one of y'all know how to speak. Y'all know how to talk, like where you could reach young people, where you got the lingo of the young people, but then you got the intellect to be able to give them the knowledge that they need. So shout out to y'all.
Appreciate that.
No problem. So tell people how they can reach you on. See, I was about to say internet, www. You don't know nothing about.
I was about to say AOL.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about that, man. Yeah, Yahoo. Yeah, that was
Wow.
But tell people how they can reach you on social media, and then remind them about whatever event y'all got for this month.
Go from that. Yeah, that's how we started out. So
you can follow us on Stack Overshine on all platforms. You can follow our individuals. For me, Don Keanu on all platforms. Vontae with 2 to 3 underscores. You can feel me. You can follow the non-social over here on Instagram and everything. We everywhere. Upcoming event, the Sip and Paint coming up March 30th. Juneteenth coming up as well. Poetic Justice. Everything. This is Naptown Renaissance. It's the Kobe year. We're here. We everywhere.
Nah, I was about to say, like you said, just add Stack Overshine on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's all on there.
LinkedIn.
About an event, LinkedIn. You want to find out how to contact us. Like I said, my personal Instagram is __ Vontae, VONTEE, 3 more underscores.
You're going to find me at the gallery. Follow at the NS1 gallery. Follow Stack Overshine, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. We all over the map with that. Then my personal page is the non-social one. Yeah, tap in with us.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
Appreciate you.
No problem. Before we get out of here, my book dropped Friday, Underdog Quotes. It's all the quotes of the guests from episode 1 through 100.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You can get it on Amazon, so I'm going to have it in a link. You can reach me at Underdog Talk. Just type Underdog Talk in Google, and I'll pop up. Underdog Talk podcast at Gmail if you want to email. If you want to get on the show, if you got comments, good, bad, I take it all. And shout out to, I didn't say this last time, but shout out to my 4th grade team. We last week we made it to state.
Hey, so turn up now. Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. Keep whooping.
It was difficult because we was in an older division, 5th grade division, but each game we won was a close game. We won. So Friday, we lost our first game. Everybody went there. We won our second game, blew a 5th grade team out. So Saturday was, you lose, you go home. We played a 5th grade team, 1 by 1. And then we played, our semifinals was our championship because we had to play our 5th grade because we have in our program, youth cheat code we got from K through 6. So our 5th grade was in there and they a lot better than us. So our championship was the semifinals and we won that by 2, even though they tried to cheat us.
It ain't no underdog talk. That's champion talk. That's that Kobe year talk, man.
Listen, when it comes to basketball and coaching, my resume it speaks for itself. My teams get to championships.
I said he eat Popovich, man.
Yeah. Me and Coach DJ, shout out to him. Shout out to our team too. Youth cheat code. Shout out to the parents. Cause this been only a 2-year process and we out here winning championships, going out of town, and to make it to state, like as a dad, like my son's in 4th grade and he's making it to state to play for a state championship. At that young age, so that's super dope to me. So shout out to them. I forgot to say that on the episode last time. I don't know, I was tweaking.
Keep hooping, y'all.
Yeah. And this the crazy thing. Oh, they Eastsiders, so y'all, come check us out sometime. But they all football players. Like besides my son and maybe 1 or 2 other players, it's a football team. Shout out to City Coats because that's who they play for. So
as soon as you put the ball down, man, go to the field, put the cleats on.
My son, he did flag football in the summer. He's like, hey, Dad, I'm good. I was like, I think it's hard to join a championship team and you never played the sport. So it was like, we gonna give you an opportunity,
Overwhelming.
but you gotta come in and be on it right away.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Dennis Rodman.
and he was like, nah, I really he didn't really like it because he was good, he was decent. I wouldn't say good yet. We couldn't really tell, but it was like you on a championship team, bro. Like you got to go to another team to then come to that team to get you a spot. So it was cool. I'm glad he didn't take football because I don't like cold. I don't like football's all year. It's all year long. Like they already back in flag 7-on-7.
Yeah, they make it happen.
So somebody, anybody, or all three of y'all give us a closing word so we can get up out of here.
To our people, our main supporters, you feel me? The Shine Army. Hey, don't want to throw that star up. You feel me? Keep you shining, baby. That's what it is. Stack Overshine.
And on that note, peace. Keep being great.
Good job, gentlemen. That was an amazing vibe right there, man.
Yeah, nah, definitely.